No! Again! Come on!
We are out here at Whirlwind Golf Club.
So in a couple of weeks, the best LPGA Tour players in the world are going to be on this putting green, grinding on their short game. So today we're going to give you guys some insight into how the best players in the world practice their short game.
So first off, we're working on putting with the Short Game Gains mirror here. This is Fred and Hannah's company, and I highly recommend checking them out because they've got some tools that will make you better.
If you go to any PGA or LPGA Tour event or any professional event, you will see tons of gadgets on the green. But if you go to, your normal country club, you don't see any, right? So the best players in the world use practice aid to help them practice, but the amateurs don't really. So there's a big misconnect there, right? I think because we all need direct feedback and some help to make sure that we stay consistent. So a putting mirror is great because you're gonna be able to see exactly where your setup is, so that you can have your head in the right position, that the swing plane is correct with the cutouts here where you can put tees. We even got these little marbles here at the front to tell you if you start in the putt perfectly on line. So the first thing I would definitely do is to get with a coach to figure out what your tendencies are, because every player, no matter what level, would have certain tendencies that they try to control, right? So we did some putting testing we looked at your putting earlier, and we know that you tend to want to stand a little bit too far away from the golf ball. The head is a little bit too tall, and the hands are a little bit outside the shoulders. So what happens is that if you just relax your arms, they will always fall down underneath the shoulders because of gravity, right? So that's where we want the setup to be. So your arms before, you stood up more, and you had, we're exaggerating, but your hands are out there. So then you have to apply force during the whole stroke to avoid those arms from going back underneath the shoulders. So that's a little bit unnatural. So by just improving your neck tilt, so getting the upper body a little bit more over the ball, letting the arms hang, we improved your setup. So from this position, like we talked about, you can just rock your arms, right? And they don't want to come back or in, they just want to swing on that plane. So when we look at the mirror now, when you look down in the mirror, you want to make sure that you see the logo of your hat, right? Because there, the neck is flat, and then you can just feel the arms resting. Before, when your head was up, you can't see any logo on the hat there, can you?
I'm out here and just kind of in no man's land.
So that's how the mirror will help you. Then we also notice that you tend to kind of not address the ball perfectly in the center of the club face. So what we did, we put just a little bit of a line, because you don't really like a full line on the golf ball, just so that you can align the line you have on the putter to that line. So if you make sure that those are both matched up, you're now perfectly in the middle of the club head. And like we discussed, why does that matter? Well, anything that's slightly off, you have to make adjustments in the stroke. So if you set up on the toe, you have to kind of loop it over the top to get it back to center. If your swing path is too much in, you have to loop it over, get it back, too much out. So you have to make a lot of adjustments, and in such a short stroke or time that the putting stroke is, you don't really have time. So in such a short motion, we have to make sure that all the fundamental, that everything is very neutral, and that's why the putting mirror will help you in your practice. So all you do is spend 10 minutes making sure that your, the stuff that you need to work on, you just maintain. You just do some maintenance work on the stuff that you need to work on. That was great. What a good roll that was.
We have been practicing a little bit. So.
We have been practicing. But this is focus practice, making sure that the stuff that you need to improve are taken care of, right? So I don't want you to spend all day here now and then think, oh, I've done my putting work. This is just boom. The stuff that I need to work on, okay, I got that pretty much sorted. And after that, we're gonna move on to some speed drills. But hit one more here. If you make this, we move on to speed drills. If you miss it, you have to hit 5 more.
Got a little pressure on
no pressure. Beautiful. Okay, speed drills. That's it. And some days you might like dominate this.
Yeah.
You might only need 5 putts and be like, I got it.
Yeah.
Other days, I promise you, those will happen. You need to spend 20, 30 minutes, right?
For sure.
But you have to be honest with yourself. Does this feel good? Do I feel like everything is in order? Yes. We move on.
Perfect. So now that we have the fundamentals kind of dialed in for today, we're going to go on to some speed drills. Fred, what do you have for us?
Yeah. So just like any shot in golf, we have a dispersion. Okay. We have shots that go long, short, left, and right. In putting, we don't have that big of a dispersion left and right, as long as we can read the greens.
Right.
But we do have dispersion long and short, and so does the best tour players in the world. On the PGA Tour, you can say that their dispersion is about 10% of the total distance. So we got a fake hole here at 10, 20, and 30 feet, and then I got some small markers here to kind of showcase the PGA Tour dispersion. So for the 10-footer here, the dispersion is a foot. Okay?
Yep.
So we got 6 inches short of the fake hole and 6 inches long of it. And the goal for you is to hit this putt within that zone.
Okay.
Here's a little tips. A lot of players say, if you hit it short in line, that was a bad putt. Like, oh, you gotta hit every putt past the hole. 10-footer, fine. But as long as you get a little longer putts, like 20 and 30, if you're all the time trying to hit it past the hole, you're moving that dispersion zone further away from the hole.
That makes sense.
And a 20-footer on the PGA Tour, maybe they make 10% at the most on perfect greens. You guys probably don't even make 10%. So the goal has to be the 2 putts. So don't try to hit everything past the hole. If you hit it a foot short of the hole, that's within the PGA Tour dispersion.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the goal now here is simple. You're gonna try to hit this putt within the different dispersion zones. So here you got 6 inches on each side of the cup. Here you got a foot, and there you got a 1.5 feet on each side of the cup. See what you can do. You're a very good putter, but this is a tricky drill.
Yeah.
And you can put some pressure on yourself trying to make all these 3 putts in a row. And if you don't, you have to start over.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good challenge for you.
For sure.
Yeah.
This little gap here looks very small.
Yeah.
Trying to...
It's only 10 feet, and you're in the 1% of skilled golfers in the world here, bud. So I think you can handle it, but definitely it's a challenge. Great putt. That's approved. Just inside, past the hole, and it rolled over the goal stall, so that would have gone in too.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, next 2. Beautiful. Look at you. Are you going to finish it on the first try?
I might.
I mean, if you do, hey, here's the cool thing. If you do, that's PGA Tour average. That's the best place in the world that you're performing like.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. So if you guys can do this, you're just as good as the average PGA Tour player. If you take out the fans, the pressure for making millions of dollars, making the cut, whatever it might be.
This putt's for $1 million right here.
$1 million putt within the zone. It looks great. Is it going to get there, though? Is it going to get there?
It did.
I think it did. My guy, well done.
Go.
Here's the cool thing about, if you do this drill enough, I promise you will stop 3-putting, right?
Yeah.
Because the most common way to 3-putt, let's say a 20-footer, is to be overly aggressive.
For sure.
And now all you're doing is, effectively, you're pretty much making the hole 5 times bigger, because you're not only trying to hit it in this little zone, the zone is that big now, right? And you're obviously not going to miss any of these putts because they're all like 6 inches from the hole.
Right.
So this is a great drill. I mean, I thought we were going to spend a little bit more time here, but our boy is dialed. But I would still, even if I did it on the first try, I'll probably spend 10 minutes here.
For sure.
If you guys are struggling a lot with this, that just means that you need to do it more. But we don't need to do more here. That was good, bro.
Love it.
Really good.
So we've worked on the fundamentals. We've worked on our speed control. Now it's on to some performance drills.
Absolutely. So we know that your distance control is really good. So for most good golfers, you have to make more putts from 3 to about 8 feet.
Okay.
Okay, if you can make all of those, that's where you can gain the most in strokes gained against the best players in the world, because outside 8 feet, it's hard to make putts, right? Inside 3 feet, they all make putts. So it's that little middle zone where if you make a bunch of those, you will make up a lot of ground, even against the best players in the world.
Yeah.
So what I've done here is that we have 4 tees, about 6 feet from the hole, and the drill is simple. You have to make all 3 putts in a row until you can go to the next tee.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
If you miss one, you don't go back to the first one, but you keep track of exactly how many putts you need to finish all the tees.
Okay.
Simple as that. And I know all the tour averages, okay?
But he's not sharing.
I'm not sharing them right now. I'm going to reveal it in the end, okay?
Okay.
That's just money right there.
That's what we're looking for right there.
And obviously here, we try to make sure that we do all the right things we did in the first station, right? Especially for making sure you're lining up the putter in the middle of the ball, making sure your setup is correct and so on.
Yep. Ooh.
Okay.
Firm.
Okay, so here's the issue now. We start over.
I know.
Yeah, and we've already hit 2 putts. So the best score you can get from the first tee is 5 now. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right, you get it. Puts a little bit of pressure on you, especially when you've done it a lot. You know that what your average score is.
Right.
You can compete against yourself. Money.
The second guy.
Okay, all right. So if you get a really high score on this, I'm just messing with you right now, but then you have pinpointed exactly where you need to spend more time, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Come on.
This is obviously where we need to work.
Oh, snuck in there.
Still counts.
Here's the thing though, on that last putt, you felt a little pressure, right?
I did.
And that's what we want in the putting drills. We want to feel that.
Yep.
Okay, so first tee, obviously, it's gone.
Yep.
So we move on to the next one.
And I'm already behind the PGA Tour average, I know that.
Slightly behind, but you can make that up by making 3 in a row here, right?
Right.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good, man. Come on. Next tee.
Ooh, it snuck in.
Nice. That is a very, very good score. To make 3 putts in a row twice there, my guy.
I knew it as soon as I hit it.
Okay.
My goal was under 20.
Okay, so we're gonna reveal tour average is 20. Under that is great, so if you could pull it off here.
So I gotta make all 3 of these.
I gotta make all 3. I did that just to put a little more pressure on you, my guy.
You did, you did.
Beauty.
No. So obviously this is where I need to work.
Definitely, this is, especially when we've seen, you know, the distance control drill that you dominated, and I played a lot of golf with you, your distance control is always good. This looks like it's the area where you have the most room for improvement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, well, come on, let's finish it off. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, yeah.
We did it.
What was it at?
23, 24, 25.
25?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why these drills are really, really good, because not only will they make you feel things, they will also make you realize where you need to spend more time. As a good golfer, you obviously want to get to the tour average.
Right.
I'm sure you're motivated to do it again soon and try to beat it, right?
I know I had a chance right here.
You had a chance.
I had a chance.
Yeah, and you made both those tees perfect, 3 in a row on both. So something to keep in mind, if you're practicing on greens that aren't perfect, this is obviously going to be more difficult. Go chase it. See if you can beat Zach, 25.
25. Comment below if you get a lower score. Even a higher score, just let me know what you scored down below. That would be awesome. So this is good for the putting, onto the short game.
Okay, we have moved on from putting to a basic chipping drill. To do this drill, you gotta have 6 clubs and you're gonna place them so that you create a ladder drill, and they're all about 3 feet in between each other, which creates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different zones. And the goal now is to land each shot inside its separate zone. And for a skilled golfer like Zach, I want him to do all of these in a row, starting from the short zone to the long zone. You're up for it, Zach?
I'm ready.
Come on. Perfect. Hit it in the first zone twice. Okay, that's all right.
That's not what you're looking for right there.
That's okay. And that's why you're doing these drills, you know. You want to finish them as quick as possible, but this one is not super easy. For a skilled golfer, I give you should be finishing this in at least maybe 6, 7 attempts.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the goal for you. If you're a scratch golfer, finish it under 10 will be really good.
Okay.
That count? They actually,
counts.
yeah.
That first one, I
So
got down.
on the second one, you're supposed to hit the second zone, okay? You're very good at hitting the first zone, okay? Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, okay. Oh, final shot, come on, man. You can do it, everyone watching, all right? Don't think about that. You got a whole golf school behind us too.
I know.
And they already notice who's here. No! 4 inches too long. Suck.
I thought I had it. I was dialed in.
That was good though. Come on. You get you focused though.
It definitely does.
It's so easy than normal practice sometimes when you don't really have a plan. It's the same to when you go to the gym without a plan. You just kind of throw a couple of balls down, you hit it. You don't really care. You don't really have any intention where to hit it. Here it's more like you would react on the golf course. If you had a chip here, you would pick a landing spot you want to hit it on, right? And you're going to try to hit that landing spot.
Right.
So it's just like, you know, you're playing on the golf course, there's a little pressure, you got to pick the right spot, you're going to try to hit the right shot. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yes. Come on, we need some pressure. Dan, come in there, Dan. Assistant Dan. He's got he needs to hit it in the final zone here to finish the drill. Come in.
Let's go.
Yeah, come in there, come in there.
We've got Dan in here. He's here to hype me up for this last
just
shot.
Pressure. We just need pressure, man. Come on.
Come on.
Final
this
zone.
This is my mentor. He hyped me up on the
mental coach
on the course the other day, and we finished 4 under after a little pep talk.
And
so.
I'm just here to mess with him.
Let's go.
Final zone to finish a drill. Go get lunch. And we got one more drill before lunch, but come on. Again! Come on!
Gave it some.
I was amped up right there.
That's adrenaline.
This is about my 5th or 6th attempt now. So
Are you still? You gotta finish it on this one. Beautiful. Yep. Barely, but it counts.
I actually didn't think I would struggle this bad with this drill.
Yep. Money, money, money. Nice sack. Nice sack. Nice sack. I mean, you're hitting the middle of the zones now. Please finish the drill. I'm not even going to mess with you now.
Those were all middle.
Middle.
We got to do that again. We got to do that again.
There it is.
That was huge.
But that's what it's all about. You want to practice this way. You want to have a goal in mind. You want to get mad if you don't achieve it, right? Because you care. You want your practice. You want to be able to care in your practice so that you can feel a little pressure and perform under pressure. Because that's what you're going to do on the golf course.
Yeah.
And especially for you being a once-a-year tournament golfer, Tennessee Open, baby, you got to be able to do this.
For sure.
Come on.
I
All right.
appreciate it.
One more drill.
One more.
Okay, the last drill we're gonna do, it has been developed by the Swedish national golf team, which they have developed a ton of fantastic golfers, including Ludwig Åberg. And Ludwig did this drill a week ago. and we're gonna see if Zach can beat Ludwig's score. So it's 8 different short game shots. We got a chip from 10 and 30, a pitch shot from 20 and 40, a lob shot from 15 and 25, and a bunker shot from 10 and 20. And you got a scoring system here. If you make it, you get 4 points. If you hit it within 3 feet, you get 3 points. Within 6 feet, you get 2 points. Within 9 feet, you get 1 point. Okay? And then we're gonna total up the score. You're gonna do these 8 shots 5 different times, and then you total up the full score and see if you can beat Ludwig. His score was 82. I did it the other day. I got 85. So I can beat Ludwig if I can beat Ludwig at anything related to golf, I am the happiest guy in the world. And let's see how happy Zach is after he's finished this test. So let's start with a chip from 10 yards. First shot, 10-yard chip here. There's nothing to it, just hit it close. Yes, sir. So a 3-pointer. That's a great start. Come on, we're gonna write that down here. Okay, next one is 30. Another beautiful shot. Okay, just outside 3 feet, but inside 6, so 2 points.
All right.
Very good.
Points on the board.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you in some semi-rough here.
Okay.
Make it a little tricky too. Can't just always be perfect lies. This pitching green is pretty flat, so we will make the lies a little bit more difficult just to make it competitive.
Yeah.
Another beautiful shot. Look at Zach go. It looks like another 2-pointer, right? Or is it inside 3?
It looks like it's inside 3 from
It
here.
could be.
Depends on how long Coach Fred's. Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 3 points, well done. 40-yard pitch shot. I'll put you in another tricky lie here. Okay, you're doing too well, right? You might beat my score.
You wouldn't want that.
Nope. Sit. Oh. Sit. What is going on?
I may not be able to flight my ball on where it lands, but when you put a flag up there,
I guess.
you just feel it.
Look at this guy. He's a big-time field player. That's another 3-pointer. Wow, we're breaking records here. Great shot. Now, though, we're going to lob shots. 15-yard lob shots.
Okay.
So here is, you just need to hit it, like you would hit a lob. It doesn't have to be a super flop, but like you don't have that much green to work with. You have to hit it a little bit higher than usual.
Okay.
Okay? That went back to the exact same place.
It did. That's probably a 0. This is a little muddier than I thought it was going to be right there.
Okay, we're still off to a good start, but yeah, that's a 0. Yeah. 25-yard lob shot.
Okay.
Okay, with room for improvement from the first one. Yep.
That is very true.
Okay. All right. So short-sided here, we need a little bit of a higher lob. You got it. Beautiful shot. Sit. 1. We got a 0, man. Okay. After you're doing this drill, you're also going to see where, once again, you have room for improvement. I think we found it.
We have.
Perfect. 10-yard bunker shot. Beautiful shot. Go in for him. He needs it. Great shot. All right, so 2 points there. Good. Very good. Let's finish off with a 3 or 4-pointer with the last one, which is a 20-yard bunker shot. Okay, final shot for this round. 20-yard bunker shot. Release. Well played, bud. Well played. Okay, let's see it. Perfect. That's another 2 there. All right, total score, Zach, 81.
Okay.
Not bad. Just 1 point away from Ludwig. Anything over 80 is tour class for sure. So really impressive here. Really good score. This part of your game is definitely where it needs to be.
That sounds good. I do need to work on the lob shots because if I've got green to work with, I want to hit it low. all the time.
You are a low type of guy, a low ball flight type of guy.
That is for sure. But I got so much out of this practice session today with Fred, so I want to thank him so much. Also, if you want to try to beat my score, Ludwig's score, or Fred's score, I'll leave a link to the PDF down below, as well as the amazing tools that Short Game Gains has. We'll link that down in the description as well. Those tools have helped me so much, so hopefully they help you as well. Fred also might have a little special something for you.
We'll give you guys 15% off with this discount code right here, right?
Perfect.
So if you need some ghost holes or a putting mirror, it would definitely improve your practice, and we love to support Zach and his followers or his subscribers, so it's there if you need it.
Perfect. Well, I had so much fun today. Hopefully y'all did as well. As for me, Fred, Whirlwind, we'll see you when we see you.
Peace.